Hi, I'm Charles.
And I'm Joel. We're product specialists here at EVERWIN. Can you tell us what we have new today, Charles?
So today I'm excited that we will be introducing and demonstrating our 21 and 23 gauge pinners. So EVERWIN makes a range of pinners geared for the most demanding finish carpenters. In the 23 gauge line, we have our P635B, P635CT, and P650.
And the P850 in the 21 gauge sector, all of which are designed to have excellent ergonomics, performance, and top shelf longevity.
And each model has its own unique set of features that effectively helps you boost your productivity. Now you can read the full nailer specs in the link in the description below.
All right, Charles, well, let's take a look at some of the features of these tools.
First, our P635B, P650, and P850 range have ergonomically angled handles that allow the tool to fit in your hand like a glove. So our entire range has auto pin length adjustment magazines to boast nail feeding consistency, so you simply load and shut the magazine. Now our narrow nose design provides excellent line of sight and it helps you reach tight corners. It is equipped with a removable no-mar tip.
On the hands-on side, they're equipped with a convenient little belt hook, as you can see here, and with safety double triggers to help boost workplace safety. Another nice feature on these tools are the rear exhaust ports, as you can see on the bottom here. This helps to keep debris and air from blowing directly in the user's face.
Now the P635CT and P650, P850 are also equipped with a Dryfire Lockout, which helps prevent your workpiece from unintentional damage. And the P650 and 850 are geared with an extra special feature we call Dryfire Lockout Override. Can you tell us more about this, Joel?
Sure. So what happens here is when you get down to 5 pins left in your magazine, that's when the Dryfire Lockout kicks in and you're not able to pull the trigger as shown here. But by pushing on the override button here on the right side, you're now able to continue driving the remaining 5 pins left. But be sure to keep count though, so you don't make a blank drive and damage your work.
That's great, Joel. Now let's put on our safety gear and put this to practice.
So we've got an assortment of trim work and moldings here to demonstrate how well these work with our tools. So let's start with this basic piece here. And using our P635 CT, as you can see, this requires pressing down the contact arm to actuate the tool. And because it's a 23 gauge tool, it leaves a very fine finish.
So you can see there's virtually no hole there, which means you don't need to fill in with putty. Now let's move on to a more intricate trim piece. As you see here, the narrow nose allows you to reach into the nooks of the molding with ease.
And again, the hole is so small here that you can barely see it. The main use here is to support the trim until the glue dries.
Hey Joel, I see you have another interesting piece there. Can we give it a try?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So on this one, you can see that the surface is actually convex, so which makes it a bit harder for our contact arm to grip without denting the surface. And this is where our contact arm free pinners really thrive.
That's really handy. Now why don't we have a look at the difference in finish between a 23 and the 21 gauge tool?
All right, so we've got the P850 here, then the P650.
For one, you see it's not splitting the wood at all, but there's a slight difference between the 23 and the 21 gauge, as the 23 gauge is slightly finer in finish.
So there you have it, guys. These tools will cover most of your pin nailing needs, whether you're using a 23 gauge for the finest finish or the 21 gauge for slightly more holding power.
And with the flexibility this line provides, these tools are a perfect addition to anyone's tool shed looking to tackle the finest trim work in the future.
They sure will.